said she wanna drink, do drugs, and have sex tonight. But I got church in the morning, church in the morning. She said she wanna drink, do drugs, and have sex tonight. But I got church in the morning, church in the morning. Hopefully we can go to heaven, I pray. Hopefully we can go to heaven, 'cause I'm staying. Hopefully we can go to heaven.
Hi, I'm Elia Einhorn, and you're listening to the Talkhouse Music Podcast. The Talkhouse team set up camp at Pitchfork Music Festival in Chicago earlier this summer and recorded some fantastic artist-on-artist talks. Last episode, you heard a chat between Shamir and Porch's Aaron Main, and before that, Thundercat and Kamasi Washington. In upcoming weeks, we'll release more talks recorded at the fest between Julia Holter and Broken Social Scene's Kevin Drew, and Spencer Tweedy and the band Whitney. Today, we present Mick Jenkins in conversation with BJ the Chicago Kid. Brian James Sledge, aka BJ the Chicago Kid, is a golden voice soul crooner born to church choir director parents on the south side of the city he takes his name from. He's been recording collaborations for 15 years and has guested on tracks by some big names: Kanye West, Dr. Dre, Warren G, Schoolboy Q, Chance the Rapper, and Kendrick Lamar, to name a few. Along the way, BJ dropped a trio of mixtapes and a self-released album. It all led to a record deal with Motown, who put out this year's excellent LP, In My Mind, which features guest spots from Chance and Kendrick. BJ sings about faith, love, betrayal, drugs, and hookups with enormous depth of emotion. Mick Jenkins was born in Alabama and raised in Chicago, not far from where BJ grew up. Given Jenkins' background in poetry, it's no surprise that the cutting cultural analyses and recurring metaphorical themes of his lyrics can be breathtakingly constructed. While Jenkins has collaborated with Chance the Rapper, Vic Mensa, and labelmate Joey Badass, a lot of his influence comes from jazz. His 2014 mixtape The Waters references Miles Davis and samples Billie Holiday's chilling requiem Strange Fruit, and one of his most popular tracks is called Jazz. Jenkins released the Waves EP last year and has announced that his debut LP, titled The Healing Component, is coming sometime in 2016. BJ and Mick caught up backstage at Pitchfork Fest and discussed press coverage of the violence in Chicago, how the language used in songs right now to talk about women needs to change, and much more, including an amazing story about working with Dr. Dre. Check it out.
She says she wanna drink, do drugs, and have sex tonight. But I got church in the morning, church in the morning. Hopefully we can go to heaven, I pray. Hopefully we can go to heaven, 'cause I'm staying.
How was the performance yesterday, yo?
It was cool. I'm super critical.
Yeah.
I pay a ton of attention to shows and like how it comes off as an audience. I felt like it wasn't a Chicago crowd. That really doesn't take away from
more
how
festival than
yeah,
Chicago
exactly.
Club.
I was about to say it doesn't take
understand.
away from how good it is. I'm
Yeah.
just like super critical.
The energy that comes
the energy
back.
just wasn't all the way there 100%. But
I understand.
it was cool. Like you said, it was a festival crowd.
Yeah, that's what's up. That's what's up.
What time you going?
5:45, 5:30, something like that.
Yeah, are you doing all new music or?
We doing new music. We pretty much rearranged the show from anybody that ever seen any past shows to hit more fan favorites, flip a few things.
I was about to say, do you
trick it out.
ever reach back?
Yeah,
What do you
yeah.
think about like Taste of Chicago days? Do you ever go back that far?
Yo, what's crazy is we traveled from Cleveland about 6 this morning, and I was on the bus putting together a most slept on list of my own music.
Word,
music I
word.
felt was slept on. I started from Taste of Chicago, so it's crazy you even brought that up. It's crazy. Salam Remy told me, he said Marvin Gaye, Stevie Wonder, a lot of these people, they re-recorded old music that they felt the audience that is now wasn't then that was paying attention to pretty much, and you know, their writing, the music, all of that changes. We evolve as creators. So he was saying like they re-recorded some of the old music that was magic, and it just reminded me of that. So at least even if I don't record some of these, I could still remind them or tell them about it, teach them about it for the first time. I always thought it'd be dope if I saw a Jay-Z video for It's Hot from you know what I'm saying?
True, true.
Like your favorite artist doing a video of their old record, but it's new though.
I don't do them.
Yeah.
I don't do records from Trees and Truths.
It's over. We evolve. We moving on.
Yeah. Like,
Well, what's
like
crazy
I think a part of that is, you know, the old hits or, you know,
Yeah,
favorites.
favorites.
I think that's something that I'm gonna stick with. But for the most part, like, you know, even now I'm forgetting lyrics. Yesterday I forgot the lyrics to Jazz.
Wow.
Because I'm practicing
Doing
so
so many
rigorously
other-
for
yeah,
my
yeah.
live show for this new album that's about to come
Yeah.
out. You know what I'm saying? And it's just like that's inevitably going to happen with a lot
It
of
happens.
songs.
I
Yeah,
thought I
yeah,
would never
yeah.
see that day too. It happened to me. I'll never tell you what show it happened before. I try to play it off ill, but you know, it's crazy. When you get to that 2 hour show, that hour and a half show, that's when you concentrate on a certain segment of the hits.
Yeah.
But as an artist, we got so much to say right now. You know what I'm saying? We got so much to get off our chest. So I feel you with that, dog. So,
What is like the biggest thing you're trying to say these days? Not with the, culmination of your artistry, but these days, like, what are you focused on? Yeah.
What's crazy is I've been regrouping is that everybody been calling me like to do a Heal the World song.
Word,
you know what I'm saying? you know the game,
Every
right?
time, yeah.
You know the game, like
yeah.
so. Imagine the cards I got over the past 2 weeks. You know what I'm saying? And honestly, I can't really rock like that because I got a lot to say. In interviews like maybe about a month ago, everybody was asking me, so what's the state of Chicago? How you feel about Chicago? I'm like, y'all know the world crazy?
Yeah.
Like months before they asked me that question, Paris got shot up or blah, blah, blah happened. It's not just Chicago. I feel like a lot of times we would pick this the bacon on your, on your news cuisine. Like you put us on the macaroni and cheese, you put us on steak, you put us on whatever else, you put us around asparagus. Anything that they could attach our name to get some type of look, I feel like that was like necessary for them. But I think the world has spoken a louder voice than us lately to let them know it's not just Chicago, you know what I'm saying? And that's one thing that I definitely want to find my unique way of stating because I come from here.
Yeah.
So it makes my statement a little bit different from being in Denver speaking that same language. And I feel like I want to be very cautious. So when I speak one time, let it be recorded, let it be understood, let it be misunderstood, whatever they think.
Yeah,
but I'm going to say what I say, and I'm going to leave it at that. What else is on my chest? Honestly, though, I want to write about a little bit more love than fucking, excuse my French. You know what I'm saying? I feel like the romance is gone. The cool swag is gone. Like back in the day, a cat could sing. He could walk down the street saying, "Baby, won't you just stay?" Like he was cool. Like he wasn't looked at like corny. You know what I'm saying? Like I want to make songs that make singing cool again.
Word.
I want to make songs for the guy that he got everything, but he don't got that girl. He don't know what to say. I want him to be able to at least play my song when he get to 5 minutes and be able to buy 10 minutes. You know what I'm saying? I just want to be that advancement in the graduation of the man of this day and age. You know what I'm saying?
I think that's so crucial. I think that's a good way to summarize the direction I'm trying to go in when speaking about stuff like that, relationships, love, whatever. I think there is a graduation of the man that's necessary. I
even
definitely
how
try
we
to
dress,
keep
bro. Yeah, all that changes. All of that changes, man.
a language about speaking about women. That kind of a focus on progression in that way. I don't think niggas are even trying to do at all.
Nah, but I tell you what, man, something wakes you up. Maybe the thing that woke you up in life may not be the same thing that woke me up. You know what I'm saying? But we all gonna get that alarm clock.
Yeah.
And you're gonna have to come stand before the, you know what I'm saying, and graduate. So I feel like the same cat that was wearing the dunks that's graduating to fitted tees now, whatever his graduation is, like my music will be the thing to graduate with him. You know what I'm saying? My music won't be the thing that he leave in that box with them old shirts that he don't wear no more, that's too big. You know what I mean? I feel like I graduate with him and I still got things to help the next graduating class. I just feel like being students of the game give us a bigger hand creating music. Straight up.
Damn. It's beautiful. Where are you actually from in Chicago?
Man, 92nd and Vincennes, South Side.
Damn.
I went to Julian High School.
That's
and
crazy.
I went to Mahalia Jackson Elementary School. So it's
I
crazy.
stayed on 91st and Langley.
You was around the corner,
Yeah,
bro.
I
That's
went to Hearst.
crazy.
Yeah, I knew a lot of people that went to Julian.
Yeah.
For sure.
Hooped at Brainerd Park all the time, sometimes at Oakdale.
Word.
That's what's up though, man. One thing I am happy about, we all don't talk the same language, but it is a connecting thing in artists from Chicago, you know what I'm saying? We all come from different blocks, different areas, different parks, everything. But I feel like everybody having a chance to tell their story in their way to their people, I think is very dope. It was a time that we had very few people just speaking for Chicago and representing us in music. So I think it's dope that we do have a bigger roster. I just feel like we all should just, be a little bit more aware like what we trying to do. We trying to grow and be great. I feel like if we all agree to do that, it'll make them understand what this is a little bit better too.
For sure. I think that's something that I talk about. I think with the emergence of artists and everybody that's coming out, I hear a lot of people say stuff about Atlanta or New York and how we're mirroring the strength of those places in their heyday and their influence on hip-hop. And I just feel like we're not there yet.
Me either, because they ain't heard nothing with certain people on certain records together.
And exactly. I was about to say the camaraderie that you publicly like, saw, that from those regions, we are lacking. But like everything that you're saying holds true, and it's dope to see people coming from so many different parts and places in Chicago that are actually different types of Chicago people that are so recognizable when I see them.
Like whether you rock with it or not, it's like they got a voice for their neighborhood have a spokesperson. Yeah. And I think that's just kind of cool, you know what I'm saying, in itself. But I just, I would dare all of us to take the vow to try to be better. That's it.
And I think it goes past just music too. I think it takes music, photographers, graphic designers, artists, like all of that shit.
Yeah, it's all bases. Yeah, that's real. Somebody got to do some of all that. That's real.
Where else do you live?
I live in L.A.
Okay.
I want to move to New York, but life.
You want to move to New York?
Yeah, I want to move to New York too. I want to go to New York, start a little trouble, and bounce though.
Word.
You know what I'm saying? I want to go start a little trouble and bounce.
That's how I feel about Atlanta.
Yeah. I feel like it's this thing is all about being uncomfortable for 5 minutes to be comfortable for a long time. I kind of fall in love with being punched because I know I punch back. So I kind of fall in love with the fight of this thing because it's not easy. You know what I'm saying? It's a give and take thing, But this is what I signed up for. I'm still learning the fine print, but I kind of like, you know what I'm saying, getting mud on my jeans. You know what I'm saying? I like getting dirty. So I'm with it.
Yeah. I don't like getting dirty, but
I do, man.
I just like
the smooth
winning. So if I gotta get dirty, then whatever.
Yeah, it's all. I think that was just me as a child. When I got dirty, I know I got some progress. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. That was like the inner sign of knowing that, like, you didn't just hit the surface of what you wanted. You really got it done. I just kind of fall in love with hard work. I guess that's what I'm trying to say. That's my getting dirty. I fall in love with sometimes being the first one and the last one. This thing make a lot of people quit, man. I seen some people starting this, and I don't even remember when they left. You know what I'm saying? They just faded away. Man, it says a lot, bro. Some people come out with one album and you don't hear nothing from them no more.
For sure.
So I look at a lot, and I think that's what a lot of things that keep me going, not just my own inspiration of music, but looking around too, that keep me going too, you know what I mean?
Who have you most liked working with?
It sounds so cliche, but Dr. Dre, bro.
For real?
Yeah. Dre.
I be hearing, you know what I'm saying? It's Dre, Not like, oh, he's just a great producer, but like how he be apparent, like I've been told that like it's on another level, like his ear for sonics and like how he goes into sounds and like tweaks certain things, what it'll bring out of an artist and what make you get you hip to what you're able to do with your voice.
He do it easy.
What does that look like?
Say for instance, you hearing a beat, right? You like, damn, that shit sound ill. And he'll go and he'll solo something, right? And that's how you know what he tweaking. So when he unsolo and put it back in the beat, he'll do what he do, and now it sound nutty. You don't know what he did, but he did what was necessary. You didn't know it was necessary until he made it purple versus white. You know what I'm saying? He got many layers to what he does. I think for you to know music and watch him, you will understand him a lot versus somebody telling you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Me personally, in my own instance, he kind of like had me use my voice as an instrument. Versus me singing.
Exactly.
I was like, whoa. Like one night I went home from the studio, I was like, wow. I was wowed at what he showed me I could do. And I've been with this voice my whole goddamn life, man. So for him to bring something out of me, but him being a hood nigga bringing it out. You got to still remember who this is, because when he do it, he remind you of who he is. He don't be like, yo, can you sing the vocal the way I sing it? No. He like, nigga, get the ground with that. Like you feel the real Dr. Dre. Like if he was watching his favorite sports team, you feel that Dr. Dre in the studio.
Right.
That passion hasn't died with him, so I feel like that will always transfer to somebody to understand it. But that's just one instance of him. You could think something dope, and he'd be like, that shit all right. The first part hard, but I would rewrite all of it if I was you. And it's up to you to really understand what he really telling you. He ain't gonna force nothing. One time, yo, I tell you a joke. Yo, I tell you one time, we was in the studio and we was all experimenting, like sometimes creating that album, Compton, we just creating dope records, not necessarily trying to hit a certain mark. We were just trying to hit a certain mark of making something timeless. And experimenting with a hook, we was trying to find different hooks. So it was me, Marsha, King Mez, a few other people in the room. And Marsha had left, but we was like experimenting on this part. He wanted me to try. So he would like show me the part, like, rah, whatever the vocal was. I'm doing exactly what he's doing, but I don't know what he's hearing. So Mez over there rolling. So I'm looking like, why Mez laughing, bro? And I see Doc over there like this. He look at me, he's like, BJ, you want to do this how you want to do it? You want to do this how I want to do it? And I looked at Mez, I was like, what? Mez fell on the floor, right? So I was like, Doc, I'm doing what you want me to do. Like, I don't get it. Like, you want Marsha to, you know what I'm saying, try it? He was like, nah, I hear your voice doing it. I was like, I'm trying. I'm doing the best I can. I don't know what to do. Mez over there rolling. So imagine Mez acting like your homeboy at school and Doc is the teacher and he trying to get you to learn something, but Mez is behind him rolling. Yeah, so anytime I look at Doc, Mez is in stitches over there. So I'm trying not to laugh, and I look at Exhibit over there laughing. I just start laughing, man. I just walked away from the mic. So 3 days later, I walk in the studio, and Mez was like, yo, BJ, throw me one of them waters. I was like, all right. He's like, but nah, B, you gonna throw me that water how I want you to throw it. So that was the joke for the rest of the album, bro. Are you gonna do this how I want you to do it or how you want to do it? So that's the whole joke of the Compton album, man. It was so hilarious. But Doc was one of the coolest people I work with. What about you, man?
For sure. No Such Thing. I don't know if you know him. He's a producer. I used to be super... I could just work. I work under a lot of different conditions. I give a lot of credit to how I was coming up in the studio. It was just always a ton of people around, and it was free studio time. So I didn't really feel like I had a leg to stand on to make niggas leave. And that was just hectic. You know what I'm saying? There would be
so
like
you had to fight through the
12 niggas in there smoking cigarettes, playing video games. You know what I'm saying? Like walking in and out the room. Steady have to re-record tracks because of abstract noise. But I was, you know what I'm saying, that's how I recorded The Waters. You know what I'm saying? Like, so I'm just used to being in the studio with you, not being in the studio with you, being by myself, being in there with 3 people, like just all kinds of ways of creating. And I never really cared to be personal with you if we didn't already have an organic relationship. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I went in the studio with No Such Thing, and we were in the studio for 8 hours for our session, and we were only working for an hour. You know what I'm saying? The first fucking 7 hours, which was annoying me at first, but he just wanted to talk. He just wanted to talk. Just wanted to talk, talking about where we came up, where we grew up, what we listened to, start showing each other videos and like, you know, not just music videos, like creative short film shit that we liked, and I ended up forgetting about, you know, what I was annoyed about, you know what I'm saying? And the last hour and a half, like, we pumped out a song easily. It's pretty dope joint, actually. And just in retrospect, you know what I'm saying, immediately after that, it made me reflect on why it was so easy in the last hour and a half. He ended up telling me, like, that's just, like, how he likes to record. He got put in the studio with, like Little Dragon and Future, and had only met the lead from Lil Dragon maybe like 20 minutes before Future got there. Future got there with like 7 people. And he was like, he just felt like everybody was like watching him like make the hot shit, like hurry up so they can like lay some shit on it. You know what I'm saying? And he was just like, there was just no, he was like, they was paying me a ton of money and I just couldn't do it. Like I didn't have any connection to what I was making. Like I just couldn't do it. And it just super like changed how I approach working with people, collaborating with people, and making records for sure. Like that's probably one of the most influential studio sessions of my life ever, because it just turned me on to that immediately, and it completely changed the way that I was able to work for the better, for sure. Where you off to next?
Next we out to New York.
Sure.
Then after that, continue with the In My Mind World Tour, baby.
For sure. Congratulations on that. I'm out to Finland.
That's what's up.
Album out at the end of the summer, so I'm just getting ready for that.
Hey, man, 2 boys from Chicago, man. We love traveling the world.
Appreciate it, man.
We just want to say thanks to the Talkhouse. Mick, appreciate rapping to you for a second, my G.
Same.
It's love.
All the little niggas got guns now, and they carry them to the fucking beat. All these little girls give it up now. Shame, I could see the cherry stems in the fucking street. Niggas aim too high to lead the lows. Niggas hang too high to see the lows. Niggas ain't really listening. Let me break it down for you.
I'm Elia Einhorn, and you've been listening to Mick Jenkins in conversation with BJ the Chicago Kid on the Talkhouse Music Podcast. Subscribe on iTunes or Stitcher for upcoming Talkhouse Music Podcast episodes recorded at Pitchfork Music Festival, including Julia Holter and Broken Social Scene's Kevin Drew, and Spencer Tweedy and the band Whitney. A big thank you to Pitchfork for hosting the Talkhouse at the Fest. This episode was recorded, edited, and co-produced by Mark Yoshizumi. Till next time.
I'm just with my niggas hanging.
I just been up here holding on for dear life. Ain't really phasing me none.
Hanging on for dear life. For the love of the money. Hanging on for dear life. Don't that shit sound funny? Hanging on for dear life. For the love of the gold. Hanging on for dear life. Don't that shit feel cold?